Oh, they're all in.
Oh, they're all in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some people that are transporting still
Oh, okay.
on the train, so they put them on.
Well, yeah, if we can just go around and talk about, introduce yourself and what organization, if you represent one, and we can talk a little bit about kind of background since this is only our second year, and then, yeah, go from there. You want to start?
Yeah, sure. My name's Beth. I am she, her pronouns, and I work at Safe Passage, so I'm kind of the liaison from Safe Passage, which is Dekalb County's only domestic violence and sexual assault crisis center. And so, you know, I hopped on last year, helped with the event, and that's kind of where Pride started, was with the Dekalb Pride started with those kind of events, so yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Frankie Chacho. I have a project called the Queer Oriented Rural Resource Network that I started a couple years ago. And we try to help queer folks in rural areas get the stuff they need. So I participated in the Pride Committee, an event last year, and I was also one of the panelists after the film that we showed last year to sort of help contextualize and unpack it a little bit. This year, I think the plan is at least for me to introduce the film.
Very
and
cool.
I use they and he sort of interchangeably.
Okay. I don't know where I should look. Okay. So my name is Michael. I'm part of the LGBT community. I am in the process of becoming a minister. I'm a Nazarene. And I am basically just here because we want the LGBT community represented by what it truly is, which is love and not by sex. And so that's basically why I'm here, because we are uncomfortable with the movie, and there's plenty of amazing LGBT movies that we I have a list of them I'll recommend later.
Okay, hi, my name is Alicia. I actually just moved to the area about a year ago. I have friends at NIU and whatnot, so they recommended the area. But I was born and raised in Chicago, and I had a salon in Chicago that was, yeah, and it was a transgender-friendly salon, and I advertised that, and I've been a big part of that community for years, and I just really don't feel like that's an appropriate film. There's just so many reasons why. I mean, I took screenshots of the film. I just don't feel that it really represents our community. I think it represents instead, it's more of a film about drug addiction and sex addiction, and I just feel that it does not represent the transgender community. It just happened to be that movie has a transgender person in it, and I just don't want to conflate the two, because I just don't feel that the community should look or view it that way. To be honest,
It took us a long time to get to where we are today,
and I just don't think it's right. Sorry, I just don't think it's right to be, just viewed in that way. Especially right after an all ages event. I have my family. I have a little 14-year-old, and I have a grandmother. And my grandmother said she would love to come if you were playing Tu Wong Fu, or like a movie that she thinks is funny and great. She would love to come, but she would not come, and my little one definitely would not come to that type of film. And, we do want to, represent the community in a better light. That's all.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I'm with Youth Outlook. I use pronouns interchangeably, please, so it's in the feminine Nancy, she, her, or Nando, he, him. We run services for LGBT youth around the area. Dekalb is one of the locations where we have a drop-in center. So we're kind of part of this Pride group and the other Pride groups, and and then we get asked to participate in the events themselves when fairs and festivals and parades actually launch.
Awesome.
So it feels a little bit like we're just unfortunately along for the ride, but our job isn't the Pride activities. Our job is the youth services behind the scenes all year long.
That's what we need.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool organization. The kids are hilarious. It's nice to meet you in person. I'm glad you thought to email me, and I'm sorry I wasn't more help when you emailed me.
It's okay.
I don't know.
We're like, should we come and zoom in, or just come in person? We should just come in. I look too good. Like I said, though, I owned a salon, so this is how I looked, for many, many, many years, and this is how I represent myself. And I've been part of the community for many years, and I have seen people fall down that path in the community. There's no lie, but I've seen people fall down that path in many communities, and I just feel like that film is not an appropriate film
for Pride.
For being prideful of us, who we are and represent, That's all. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. I'm she, her pronouns, and I'm with the Egyptian Theater.
Very cool.
And I'm Alex Nearad, he, him pronouns, the executive director here at the Egyptian Theater. Proud host of this event last year and this year. And then we'll go Trinity, you're up first.
Hi everybody, I didn't get to introduce myself earlier because I was taking CTA, you know how that can be. They, he pronouns for me, please. I'm very much involved in the community. I consider myself a trans mass person. I am on a different side of you both, Alicia. I'm gonna be honest, I grew up around trans people. Trans people have been involved in my community. Back home and in Chicago, both of those things. I know sex workers who are trans, and I also know that the reason we have Pride today is because of trans sex workers who happen to be addicts. And yes, there are definitely people who are in the community who have both of those things going on, but a lot of our history is dependent on those in the community. And I think it would be a disservice to just say that Pride is just love, and because in my opinion it's not. A lot of our pride comes from the heartache that the ones who came before us went through, and I think it's important to acknowledge that personally.
Well, thank you. Eric?
Hi, I'm Eric. I use they, them, and I am from the Sycamore Library.
Thank you. Lauren?
Hi, my name is Lauren. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm from Youth Outlook. I'm a development associate.
Thanks for joining us. Libby?
I think it's been saying connecting to auto for a while, so I'm not sure if Libby can hear us.
Oh no.
Sometimes it's the internet, so when it says connecting to audio, it means that their internet is not letting them connect to the audio of it.
So I don't know if they need to disconnect and try coming back in.
That might work.
Me.
That's
Text her.
Yeah.
Yes.